The old mansion stood at the far edge of the village, beyond the last houses. People said going there at night was the same as choosing death. The back room of the mansion was the most feared. Inside, it stood a single chair, always empty, yet no one ever dared to go near it. They said if you stared at it at night, you would feel someone staring back at you, even though there were no eyes. My name is Ethan Walker, and I went there myself. The darkness that night was so thick, I couldn't see my own hand. As soon as I stepped inside the room, cold air slid across the back of my neck like invisible fingers. The floor creaked beneath me, and the walls felt wrong, as if they were slowly shifting and breathing. The chair was exactly where everyone had described it. The air around it felt heavier than the rest of the room, thick and pressed down, as if something unseen was sitting there. I stood still, staring. The longer I looked, the stronger the feeling became. Someone was there. Every time I turned my head, the presence disappeared, but the dust on the floor began to move, forming thin, long marks leading straight to the chair. It felt like something tall and unnatural had been standing there, watching me. The night grew colder. My breath turned white in the air. I tried to speak, but no sound came out. It felt like something inside me was being pulled forward, dragged toward the chair. Then the chair moved, just slightly, releasing a soft wooden creak like it was waiting. I stepped back, but the floor groaned on its own. Shadows stretched away from the walls and bent toward me. A rotten smell filled the room, old dust mixed with decay. I felt a hand rest on my back. When I turned around, there was nothing there. Morning came, but the room looked unchanged. The chair stood empty again. Only the floor told the truth. The marks in the dust were still there, longer and deeper than before. The cold also remained, lingering in the air as if someone had never left. The next night, I returned. The fear was heavier now. The walls trembled, the floor vibrated, and the chair began to whisper in a low, broken voice, "Sit, if you're brave enough." I tried to run, but the ground beneath my feet slowly sank. Each step echoed loudly, yet the mansion itself stayed silent. Darkness began to collect inside the chair, thick and cold, twisting into a shape that didn't belong in this world. Then it spoke again, this time calling my name. Ethan. My body froze. I knew if I moved closer, I would never leave. The night stretched endlessly. Every heartbeat felt like the mansion breathing along with me. The chair slid toward me inch by inch, as if time meant nothing to it. I've been waiting. At sunrise I ran. Even now, when light glows through the mansion windows at night, I can feel it watching me. The chair is still empty, still waiting, still calling my name. And I know one day I will stop running. When that day comes, no one will ever see me again.